Hello, Wendy, Mike, Shelley, Bob, Dalton. How we doing tonight? It is a Wednesday update. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? There we are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Porch Time with your host, me, live from JTH Construction Studio. It is Wendy. What's up, Ike? It is Wednesday. I just got a few things I wanted to pass along tonight. Lots of things coming up. Lots of things going on. First off, how many people we got online? 10? 10 people? 8 people? Phone says 8. 14 now. If you guys, Monday night show with the Isaac family. If you've not watched that, go back and watch that. Hello, Teresa. And go back and share that. We honestly think the numbers on Facebook are screwed up right now. Because it's only showing 700 people's watched that video. But we went back a week before then or so, last time I was on by myself, and I had 1,300 people watch me BS for 45 minutes. So something's kind of screwed up right now with Facebook. And we can't figure it out. We watch the numbers. We watch numbers all the time. Hello, Mr. Scott. How are you, sir? Glad to see you back on. So watch that show Monday night. That was one of the best shows we did. Sure, there's been other talent in here, more experienced talent. But those kids are freaking phenomenal. And if you've not watched Monday Music Hour from this past Monday, go back and watch it. Hello, Vivian. Hello, Stephanie. If you get a chance, go back and watch last Monday's show. Or this past Monday's show. Watch it. Thank you, Dalton. Woohoo! 100 stars. Thank you, sir. And there's Billy. Billy. Yeah, watch that Isaac family. Lots of information to get to tonight. We got a lot of stuff going on this month. And there are some huge announcements coming up. I gave a hint. Excuse me. Gave a hint last night. I posted. I'm just going to. I can't touch on it because the group will kill me. But there's a lot of folks involved with. You know what that was? I just saw something go in front of my. It wasn't the mouse because the mouse would have been up there. Let's see if it shows up. What was that? Anybody catch that? Hello, Julia. That was weird. No, it wasn't bad. It was something on the screen. I'm moving the mouse. It wasn't. What was that? What was that on the screen? It wasn't out here. It was on the computer. How are you, dear? It ran across the screen. If I could back this up, you back it up to the. Oh no. Ears popping now. Back it up about 5 minutes ago and watch something go across my screen. That was freaky. Because I saw it on my. It's pausing on me. It's not. That's not on this end, Jerry. Vivian, those kids were phenomenal. I agree. Go back and watch that show. Hello, Linda. You go back and watch this show just a few minutes ago. Something, because I seen it on my phone first, because that's like the live shot. I was like, what's my mouse doing on my phone? Then I looked up and then it went across the screen up here. But my mouse doesn't go on my phone. And you can't see my mouse moving across the screen. I don't know. It is October. Anyway, back to the information we got coming out. Watch that show from Monday. It's phenomenal. We have a hell of a deal coming up for the Christmas tree lighting and stuff. And I'm not going to say names and get into that. There's a lot of hard work, people working very hard to make this happen. So end of the year is going to be fun around here. And we're trying to make that happen. Hello, Tim. So, with that being said, real quick, we're trying to help out MSAC. That's the Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. We have a show right here, and there's going to be a lot of individuals in here. 10:24, 6 p.m. right here. 10:30, which the brochure is wrong. We noticed this today. 10:30, we have it as Sunday, October 30th. That's actually Saturday, October 30th, 12 to 3. My camera's messed up. Who's been in here during? Let's put cameras up to watch my cameras. Hello, Rose. So 10:30, 12 o'clock down at Gather Round Barbecue. Chili cook-off. Please enter your chili in that. We want a lot of folks involved in this. All that money goes to Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. Folks, if you think the drug issue is bad in this town now, lose that council. Lose MSAC. And we'll be in big trouble. The state took some funding from them. They're running on fumes right now. We're going to see if we can help get them by for a few months. That's all we can do. We cannot replace the money that they get from the grant. Hopefully another grant will come along. But we're going to try to help them out. Lots of good folks involved with that. And we'll get into that the day of the show. Excuse me, that's on 10:30. On 11/7, we're going to have like a 4-hour show. We're going to have an auction. It's not going to be one of our typical, where we've got a room full of stuff and we try auction it off, making every penny. We're going to run big ticket items like every hour on the hour and try to see what we can do for them. But there'll be some big names in here that day. So you want to pay attention as this edges closer. So those dates are the 24th, the 30th, and the 7th, and that's for MSAC. 10:20. Right here in this room. That's when you're going to hear the details of the Christmas tree announcement. I'm not going to say who's all going to be in here, but you're going to want to tune into that. That's on 10:20. Nobody outside of this room knows anything about that. So if you hear stuff online, ignore it. I saw someone last night said, go to this site, go to this site. Normally I'd say yes, but the information was just gathered last night. And when I posted that, the main stuff was sealed the deal last night. So no information's been leaked. That's on 10:20 right here. 10:21 up at Hubler, Rob will be announcing the pre-fair concert. Yes, there you go, Corey. Thank you, CB. On 10:21, Rob will be announcing the pre-fair concert from up at Hubler in Mooresville. And I'm probably going to leave work a little early and cut out and go live with the iPad from up there. So 10:20, you've got the Christmas tree announcement, and 10:21, you've got the pre-fair for next year. It's real early, but he's already got the deal sealed. And next year's show is going to be the best. The brightest stars we've had in this town on one stage, perhaps ever. That's how big this concert's going to be. And when you hear the lineup, you're going to be like, no way. Just a phenomenal show. And that's going to be announced on 10:21, 5 p.m. as Corey just posted. Up at Hubler, we'll be live with the iPad, either Corey or myself, or maybe both. It's going to be the most talent other than Stiff Orange Pole. My fault, Billy. It's a phenomenal lineup. And you guys are going to be amazed. So, I like to drink warm tea before I go to bed. Anyway, that's... I can't go into detail because Corey will kill the feed and there'll be people come over here and want to beat me. But we have some unbelievable news coming forward. So 10:24. What is going on with my phone? 10:24, MSAC 10:30 MSAC, 11:07 MSAC, 11 or 10:20 Christmas tree announcement, 10:21 concert announcement. It's a lot of stuff going on, and I've already put the order in for snow on the day of the Christmas tree lighting. So hopefully Santa can come through with that. You got trick or treat coming up end of the month. Don't we roll the clocks back in November? It's not going to be as bad as things. We got to get through this mess. There's a lot of people. Seems to be a lot of people. Hello, Susie. A lot of people are very just kind of down right now. Lots of weird things going on. Lord knows we can't talk about them on here because they'll kill the feed. But there's a lot of negativity, a lot of stuff going on in this world right now that bringing people down. We can't stay down. You're only going to get dirty or catch a cold down there. It's time to turn things around. It's time to grit our teeth and get through it. And we're going to. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. They're not canceling Christmas on us. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen. And we'll get through this stuff. So, chin up. Had a lot of people today message me. What about this? What about that? You can't control it anyway. We're going to do something for Halloween yet. We hadn't decided. We were just talking about that last night, Jerry. Those buckets you gave us last year, that was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. Thank you, Wendy. Woohoo! Another 100 stars. So we're trying to figure out something for the 30th. Chili cook-off is that same day. I don't know if we'll what we're gonna do, but we'll do something. We might just give candy away and have them kids come in and we. I agree, Mike, 100%. And we'll just be live right here in the doorway and give them candy till we run out. But we'll get through this mess. Jerry, thank you. We wouldn't have been able to do what we did last year without all those buckets you gave us. That was fun stuff. I don't know. We got some time yet. We'll figure out something for Halloween. Oh, I'm sorry. No. 10:30 is Halloween weekend, is it not? Corey? Hello, Juanette, all the way from Texas. Are they doing it on Halloween? Are they trick-or-treating on Sunday? Because I hope they do. I hope they stick to the same day. If so, I stand corrected. Juanette, how are things down in Texas, dear? Haven't spoke to you in a while. But we will figure out something. Chili is Saturday at 12 to 3 at Gather Round. Bring your chili. Bring your chili. Enter the contest. Let's have some fun with that. And I got to get to chili here in a minute because I got to discuss some things. Hello, James. Trick or treat Sunday, is it not? No, but we got to know in case we do plan something. So we got to track that down, Corey. We need an official report from the city on what day we're doing trick or treat. I need someone to post something on here right now that knows for sure. So all the ghouls and goblins out there will know what day. Corey, I did steal your index card, so. Sunday is on the 31st. That is normally Halloween. Hello, Christina. And a good evening to you, dear. I was waiting for a report from Texas, and she didn't type anything. She just popped on and said, hey, disappeared. Yeah, I appreciate that, CB, because I was going to get these dates mixed up. 10:24 MSAC here in studio. 10:30 chili cook-off at noon down at Gather Round Barbecue. 11:07 the big show for MSAC. That's the auction. 10:20 is a Christmas announcement here in studio. 10:21 is a concert announcement up at Hubler. I got those. Excuse me. Now we got to figure out what day Halloween is. Excuse me, what day we're trick-or-treating. I know what day Halloween is. But we did point out a mistake that Beth made. Sunday, October 30th. All the way from Texas. Doing good. I'm not really sure when they were doing trick-or-treat here. I'm glad you're doing well, dear. That's funny. Well, when you find out, you got to let us know. And then you got to send pictures to me, and I will post them on our site about how they do trick-or-treat in Texas. How about that? They got to be excited down there. The Cowboys, it looks like, are a halfway decent team this year. City says it's Saturday. We who live here say it's happening Sunday. It says Saturday. See, that's what I had heard too. We will check into that. We'll go with what the city says right now, and they say it's Saturday. But we will find out. Sounds like a plan. I'm glad you're doing well. I haven't talked to you in a while, and I know it's been a bumpy year for you, dear. So a lot of negative things have happened to many folks out there this year, and somebody just sent me a photo. Hang on. Oh, is that Danette? Danette sent me. Oh, this is Melba. Saturday, October 30th. 6 p.m. to 8:30. Thank you, Mel. Danette, you're all right. I just got it sent to me. So the city says October 30th. Well, thank you, Melba Joe. You beat Danette to it. Saturday, 6 p.m. is trick or treat right here. That's what the city's saying. So, looks like we'll be doing chili and trick or treat on the same day. That's all right. Sammy Terry, I think, is this weekend. I don't know the hours of that, Billy. Are you still on? Post those hours, Billy. Hello, Brett. Lots of stuff going on right now in this town. The biggest thing I said this earlier, and I'm going to say it now. Guys, we're going to get through this. We have to. We can't. I've been stuck in a rut. I've been stuck in a rut for a very long time. 4th annual Sammy Terry live stage show at the Arts Sanctuary. What day? Day and time. That's what I was wanting. 4th annual Sammy Terry live stage show at the Arts Sanctuary, 6 p.m. This Sunday, 6 p.m. Doors open at 5:15. Tickets on sale. Halloween's on the 30th, it said on the city site. Billy's put an illegal link on my feed, but you know, I'll get with him on that later. Oh, my phone's dying. I didn't realize that. Someone sent me a text and okay. All right. So, Sammy Terry this Sunday at 6. Sammy Sunday at 6. Bring your super soaker. We're trick-or-treating on the 30th. We're eating chili on the 30th. Now let's talk. I'll have some at the door, Jerry. I can meet you up for them. Meet up before then. Yes, we went live last year. Mr. Scott and his lovely wife donated 75 buckets. We filled the buckets up with candy. We had people bring candy and we bought candy. We filled the buckets up. We went live at 6 o'clock and gave buckets out. By 6:10, we were out of those buckets and all the candy was gone. So it goes quick. And I mean, we had a ton. I bet you I spent $100 easily here. And I bet you $300 worth of candy came in. So, I don't know. If we get the buckets donated again this year, we'll get on here and say, hey, donate candy. Excuse me. And we'll fill this room up again like we did last year and give them away. If not, we'll just get candy and give it out the door like normal. No big deal. I'm not asking people to do that. That was out of the kindness of their hearts. And told Jerry, thank you 100 times because that was awesome what he did. He brought those buckets over and we filled them up. So, but yes, and we will be live. And it just depends on what happens. We always like to go live on Halloween. Halloween's this, maybe second favorite. Candy's expensive. I may go trick-or-treating this year. Before we get back to candy, I need to see how many I need. I want to discuss the chili and the French fries from Wendy's. I hadn't had that in a while. I was running around doing stuff tonight when I got home from work. And I was like, get something to cook, get something to eat. I stopped at Wendy's. Hadn't had chili in a while. So I got the chili. And I almost said just a large chili, some cheese and crackers. I was like, wait a minute, fries also. Because you cannot eat the chili without dunking their fries in the chili. And the fries are decent by themselves. But when you put them in the chili at Wendy's, it's magical. And you can put them in the Frosty. I didn't get a Frosty tonight, but I have done it before. I don't know why that's so damn good. I do not understand that. But you can eat the fry and you can eat the chili separate. They're both good. But when you put the chili in the fry in the chili, game changer. My favorite chili is still the chili, and I'm not talking about other than you make it in your house. I'm talking about restaurant chili. I still love Steak and Shake's chili. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Not yet, Wendy. We don't know what we're doing yet, so hold off on that. But I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know what direction we're going to go there yet. But Steak and Shake's chili to me was phenomenal, and I missed that from around here. Hello, Leslie. But Wendy's chili with French fries, it's just a game changer. I don't know what it is. It's like the icing on a cupcake. And I was running, and I had made a post, and I was running best combos ever. Our made cinnamon rolls to go to the parade day. Nothing better than that, Jerry. I was running through combos in my head. Batman and Robin, Michael and Scotty, Starsky and Hutch, Turner and Hooch, Ren and Stimpy, Wendy's fries and Wendy's chili. I got to kill my phone because it's dying. Sorry, folks. So I'm going to have to only read on here. Wendy's fries, Wendy's chili. Perhaps the best combo ever. You can say Scotty and Michael, Batman and Robin. I just think it's delicious. With our upcoming chili cook-off for MSAC, Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. I'm not making chili. I want to be able to help out this year. Beth does so much, and I felt bad last year because all I could do was stand there and serve my chili. So I want to be able to help promote and work and do stuff and sample the other chilies that are there. I think Mac won last year. Kevin and I backed out. We didn't think it was fair that one of us would have won. Exactly, Jerry. There you go. So we backed out. Not that we would have won or lost, but we didn't think it was fair if we would have won, so we backed out. And I think Mac ended up winning. We had a couple of the people. I think we did first, second, and third positions. But it's a fun time, and this is a great group to help out. They do a lot. They do a lot to combat the drug situation here in our county, and the state pulled some funding, so they need our help. We're going to try to help them out. And I can't believe I've been babbling for a half an hour now. I want to go get my charger. Can you guys bear with me as I go get my charger? Can we do that? Hang on. 2 minutes. Sorry about that. But my phone's dying. And I don't like my phone dying. I think it just died on me. Nope. There we go. Back in business. Hello, Natasha. How's Natasha? Why is my phone jacked up? One of them nights, folks. All right. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Jeannie. Hello, Josh. I'm good. For Wednesday night, we're bragging about our chili cook-off coming up on Saturday, October 30th. Down at Gather Round Barbecue to raise money for the Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. That they need our help. The state pulled some funding. Some grants they normally get, they did not get. We cannot foot the bill on all they do, but we're going to try to help them out, let them survive until they get another grant in. So, they need our help. a lot of big name people in the community are on that board or on that council. And we're just glad we can try to help. One other thing I forgot to just mention. Martinsville plays at Plainfield this weekend. You will have chili tomorrow. Now, her chili's delicious too. I think you need to enter that chili in the chili cook-off contest. I'm gonna challenge Chili's, Brain Chills, and who else? Does Texas Coryell have chili? Chili's has changed their chili, and it's not bad. I like Natasha's chili. It's very similar to what I make. I make mine a little more spicy, but she can't. She makes it, you put the jalapenos on the side. If you want them, you can add them, and you can spice it up. She'll do it how you want, But her chili's very tasty. Got that very Texas chili appeal to it. No noodles. I'm not a noodle guy. No noodle. Some people do. Some people like the noodles in it. Whatever. It's an Indiana thing. You got to have cinnamon rolls if you eat your chili. Natasha, I'm going to challenge you and Chili's and other businesses. Dunking fries and soft serve. That's in a Frosty. That is it. The Frosty and the chili from Wendy's with the fries takes it over the top. Wendy's chili's not that good. It's not that great. Whoa, time out. Cheesy potato soup next week. That is not fair. That is not fair, Natasha. I will be able to sample that. At Plainfield, they better be. Yep. Then I think they drew Silver Creek in the first round of the playoffs. We probably won't go down there and cover that game. But if we win that game, they're at home, and we probably will cover that game. Yes, we will have cinnamon rolls too. So you'll have cinnamon rolls and chili tomorrow. I'm going to challenge you to see if you want to enter chili cook-off on the 30th. It's from noon to 3. You get there about 11:30. You turn your crock pot on. We'll have tables. You let it run. You set a can up for people to put tickets in. They buy tickets. That's money raised. That's how we do it. I think you and Chili's need to show up. I'm gonna call Chili out tomorrow. Chili's out tomorrow. I mean, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. I get it. But your chili's good. Chili's very good. Kevin Green makes a really good chili. They put big old chunks of pork in it. Hello from Iowa. Michelle, all the way out in Iowa. Michelle, you guys under a blizzard watch yet? I saw a video from Idaho, and it was knee-deep snow. Billy, Natasha, you guys sell gift certificates? Danette made tater soup and chili for parade day. Jerry, I should have come down there with y'all. Cheesy potato soup. Brain chills is going to have. Is that just not a fall meal? Sticks to your ribs on the way down and just sounds delicious. Yes, we do, Billy. They do have gift certificates. It's snowing in Idaho. Hello, Todd. Won't be long, Michelle. You'll be texting us. We're under a blizzard watch for Thanksgiving. You watch. But they get more blizzards. Cheesy potato soup with hot ham and cheese. Killing me. I was trying to ignore the dollar sign because I didn't think that was on purpose. Hello, Kelly. Cheesy potato soup and hot ham and cheese. Cheesy potato soup. Cheeseburger, cheese. That means he'll be by sometime between now and next week, Natasha, knowing Billy. All you have to do is bring your empty belly. I hear you, Jerry. We went live, Timmy and I did, right here at the corner and had fun. We're having fried gator for Thanksgiving, I believe. That's a long way to go get a gator and bring it back. Is there a store there that sells gator? Or are you importing it? Importing it? From Louisiana? Fried gator. I've had gator. Hello, Nessa. It's a bit on the gamey side. It's not bad, though. One just gave us some stars. Woohoo! Seeing you don't have to do that. 50 stars all the way from New Zealand. That is awesome. There's a Cajun grocer that sends it in dried ice. That is phenomenal. Isn't all ice dry, though, until it melts? Same. There are gator farms everywhere. I did not know that. That makes me not ever want to swim in a creek again. Saw a video. There's an island off of South Carolina, and it's just some little island. It's infested with monkeys. I'm like, I don't recall monkeys being a native animal to this part of the world. You guys do a lot and help people. Got to support that. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that, dear. People with these exotic pets, there's a reason why they're supposed to stay where they're at. What was the feral hogs? Those were originally brought over from Spain. And hell, now you can't get rid of them. They're everywhere. Everywhere south of Ohio. They haven't made it up this far yet. We ordered Cajun Grocer a lot. Michelle, that is Cajun food is probably my favorite. I got blessed. I was stationed. I went from the mountains in Germany to the swamps of Louisiana where I was stationed. Natasha, thank you, dear. Chili tomorrow and then cheesy potato soup later in the week. I'm going to have to come in and hit the cheesy potatoes. I may come in and hit the chili tomorrow. I love your chili. Think about it. Think about the contest. Saturday, the 30th, 12 to 3, gather around barbecue. Thank you so much, Natasha. They're such good people. I love her and her staff down there. I was at Polk, yes. There was no old boy down. Yeah, by the monkey. There's monkeys everywhere down that way. Fort Polk. I was went from eating the German food, which I enjoyed very much so, to station at Fort Polk, Louisiana, and I ate every bit of Cajun I could get a hold of. And I loved it. I love Cajun food. Still do. I will talk to you about it. Thank you, dear. God bless you guys. I cannot say enough kind stuff. It's one thing I like many restaurants here in town. But Natasha and Chloe and Taylor and some of the other gals down there, they're just top-notch people. And they're kind people. And don't take this wrong, anyone. But if their food was crappy, I'd still go there because their service is excellent. The food isn't crappy. The food is delicious. But their service is excellent. And they always are kind. And those gals are just always smiling. And you can tell that she takes care of the workers and the workers take care of her. And that's the way a business should be run. They're just good people. Hello, Stacy. She's not a sponsor of this show. Let me clear the air on that. I don't get anything from her, and she doesn't get anything from me. I just appreciate a good business run by good people when I see it. And damn good food. Now, do I want her to be a sponsor of the show? Yes. The show, yes. If things were different, money-wise and things like that because of COVID, I think they already would be. But I'm not worried about that. Love that group and love that group of people down there. Just good folks. They give you plenty of I will never forget that. Billy might have just stuck his jar in a straw in his jar of Jif. Ship. Oh boy. Beat peanut butter shake I ever had. Best peanut butter shake. She has good food. I've been stuck. I love the chicken sandwich, but I've been stuck on the Brad Rowe burger for a couple weeks now. The grilled chicken salad is there's crispy chicken salad. Don't be a sissy. Drink it. Rub some dirt on it. I'm gonna go to a break scene for just a second. Really, I need that break. I need that. Okay, I need that commercial down here. You're supposed to do me a commercial. Need to get that commercial fixed. So when I get up and have to use the restroom or something, I don't have to say, hey, I'll be right back. Come down and we'll make a commercial. Oh, let me see what he's got. Oh, their ice cream's phenomenal. Who's giving me stars now? What's up, Steve? Look at that guy. All the way out in the state of Washington. Steve, what's up, buddy? Woohoo! Thank you so much, sir. 1,000 big stars. I'm just on here playing around tonight, bud. Just taking it easy on a Wednesday night here in central Indiana. Lots of big things coming up. Real quick, I'll go over the list as we wind down. Not much, man. How you doing, Steve? Hope all is well in your world. 6:24, 6 p.m. MSAC show. That is Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. We will have a room full of people in here discussing about a show a little bit later on. 10:30, Saturday, noon to 3, chili cook-off outside of Gather Round Barbecue. This is to raise money. All proceeds will go to Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. I said board policy. That's 12 to 3, Saturday, October 30th. That is the same day as Trick or Treat. After we get done with the chili cook-off, then we'll come back here and we'll give out candy. It's pretty simple. 11/7, the big show right here for Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. We will be auctioning off big ticket items on the hour. We're going to go about 4 hours. We'll have a lot of folks in and out here that day. What was that? Did you guys see that? What is going on? I'm going to have to go back and watch this. What time was that? This is 11:40. We had 50 some buckets. I think it was 75 buckets. And it was gone in 10 minutes. What did that say? Leslie, did you guys see that? That was the 43-minute mark. I'm telling you, this is doing some weird stuff tonight. It wasn't bad. 11/7, the big show right here for Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. 10:20, 7:30. Christmas tree announcement. And everything that's going to go forward from there on it. Going to have a lot of people in here that night talking about what's going on. That'll be a big show. 10:21 up at Hubler. Pre-fair concert for next season. The bands that are coming in, you're gonna be like, no way. It's gonna be off the chart awesome. It is being weird. I want to see what that was when we get done. I'll go back and watch it a little bit later on tonight. Next year's concert pre-fair is going to be the biggest concert ever in this city. Let's hope not, Mike. Biggest concert ever in this city. I'm telling you right now. You're going to want to get your tickets early. I don't know who it is, so I can't tell you yet. But I was told by somebody that does know that be prepared. It's going to be an awesome show. That's what the 10:20 is, Michelle. 10:20, 7:3 right here. 7:30 right here. I'm just saying, Samuel Adams Oktoberfest is out. And if I did like beer, that'd probably be the beer that I would drink. Just throwing that out there amongst friends. I changed my headphones. No problem. That is 10/20 at 7:30. October 20th at 7:30 right here, live. I think the mayor's going to be down here. Rob's going to be down here. Everybody from the board will be down here. Hello, Mac. Hello, Christine. Mac, Saturday, October 30th, 12 to 3, gather around barbecue. Chili cook-off. All proceeds go to the Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. Mac was one of the winners from last year. Hopefully he will come back to defend his title. He cooks a good chili. Anybody got anything else as we edge toward the hour that I said I would be on tonight? Again, if you've not watched Monday Music Hour show from this last week, it's the Isaac family. I may make a pot for Samantha to bring down. I most likely will have to work. We will see. Thank you, Mac. Hope so, buddy. If you have not had a chance to watch Monday Music Hour this last, just Monday, 2 days ago, please do so. It is one of the best shows we've ever done. Saying they're the most talented we've had in here. Because Benito played with Eddie Money. And you've had the Copper Stills, and you've had Jake, and you've had Wendy from the and Maddie from the Star Search, and you've had Rose. But as a group of little kids, that show was phenomenal. And you're doing yourself an injustice by not watching. He should, Jerry. I'm telling you, it's a fun time. And there is no greater group right now in this community that we need to help support as Morgan County Substance Abuse Council. Real quick, I did not do this at the top of the show, so I got to do it now. Thank you so much to American Basement Solutions, Wellspring, Reps Fitness, findhelp.org, Gather Around, or Just Winging It. Man, I screwed up there. That'd cost a brother. Bland and Boys Lawn Care, they did a special job for me over the weekend. They came and cut the grass right before the parade, and I appreciate that, Larry. Thank you so much. Just Winging It. We can get you fine porch time apparel. And Stid's Comfort Systems. Thank you guys so much for being sponsors of the show. Can't do this without you guys. We've updated quite a bit of equipment in the last 4 years. And we're going to keep going. We're going to keep getting bigger and better and hopefully expanding a little as we move forward. So, thank you to my sponsors. And by the way, if you see one of our sponsors out, say something to them. They like knowing that their name is said on this show. They spend their money on this show and this site because they know we reach more people than any other media source in the county. You can talk radio station, you can talk newspaper, all you want. You have 10,000 people on our site. Not all of them are going to click on the video where the number will say 10,000. It could be 6,000, it could be 5,000, but they have access to that many people. So they like knowing that their name is being said, and they like knowing that you hear it. Doesn't mean you have to use them. Say something to Larry. Say something to Joe, JTH Construction Studio, right here. You won't meet a better person than Larry Ralph Sr., American Basement Solutions. Bob Goodrum at Wellspring. Just phenomenal people. And we appreciate everything they do for us. Michelle, I wish we could get them all. I won't get into who, because we may be bringing on another sponsor, a little bit later on. But they approached us, and they just discussed what I discussed with you. Thank you, Jerry, about numbers wise, and who listens to what, and our reach, and all of that. And it will shock you if and when it happens, who it is. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Jerry. But we appreciate, we appreciate the ones we have. And certainly we have room for more. I keep telling we have room for a commercial. We can do commercials. We have about a $600 camera we use for football games. And that's it. And that thing's phenomenal. So we can do commercials. We got someone that can edit. We have IT people. It's up to you. What you want. Ask us. If we can do it, we'll do it. But anyway. Garth Agar? I don't know. I don't know who it is. But I mean, I can guarantee it's not Garth. Exactly. Don't forget to dance with Who Brought You. Exactly. 100%, Mac. That's why I appreciate the ones that we got. No, Michelle, I do appreciate that, dear. 100%. And I was thinking back, just winging it's been on since the get-go. Couple others. Hello, Kenny Duncan. It's too bad you don't do all the game. Appreciate it, Jerry. We just had so many people out and about because we weren't for sure if we were going to get to do it this year. A lot of things scheduled and kids doing this and that. So we just said, you know what, we could do road games. We just made the decision to do only home games this year until next year where we can say, okay, pre-schedule, here's what we got. Who can make what games? What can we do? And we'll keep it at that. But yeah, as long as we'll keep moving forward. How you doing, Kenny Duncan? I'm ready for some leaf changing color trees. I'm ready for some fall. I love summer to an extent. But I'm ready for some cooler temperatures and some beautiful scenery. Jerry, how was your pizza the other day? I'm not sure if it was, I was just hungry, but Tony made a great pizza, but ours was great. Are you talking about Gaddy's, Billy? Are you trying to push Gaddy's as a sponsor? Summer won't go home, it's drunk. Possibly. Hey, there's a lot of us on here, the old timers. We've seen 6 inches of snow the day before Halloween. And I've seen it to where we're walking around in t-shirt and shorts on Halloween. So, seen both ends of the spectrum on that. I remember a kid, we got 6 inches of snow the night before, and the next day it warmed up enough to where it was just a slushy mess as we were out trick-or-treating. There's nothing worse than walking around as a ghost, stepping over piles of snow. I've trick-or-treated in snow and walked uphill both ways, didn't you, Mac? I think we all have, buddy. I can remember it snowing on. Oh, I wish I could say some stuff about the... I guess... yeah, there are some, I'll tell you what. The press box the other day, we had, what I count, 17 people in that press box. That was crazy. Haven't I heard we need to buy toys now for Christmas because of shortage? Yeah, that's good, Mac. Just to find out it was Saturday because we were too poor to afford a calendar. Kenny, I've heard that. We're doing a toy drive apart as with RD Productions and some other things that are moving forward. Churches and Mission on the let's say Trent Banker, but Mr. Crab concert. We drop off toys that night out at Hoosier Harvest. I have not done the toy drive myself for a couple of years. It just got too much, and too many places where they had lists, and after you cross-check those lists, unfortunately, some people were double and triple dipping. Just the way it is. So we cut back, and Churches and Missions handles a lot of the toy drives. But you can say Trenton Baker concert. There you go. He will be there with Mr. Crab, and that's going to be a phenomenal night. Rumor I heard was Billy O's is going to open back up. He's been saying that for 10 years now. Don't buy it. All right, folks, I got about 3 minutes, and my hour is up. See, here's what I'd like to do. I like to go for an hour and a half about this time of night every night. Shoot the shit on the day's event. Talk about what's to come. We could talk sports. We could talk weather. We could talk construction. Talk sponsors. Do commercials. And then I turn it over to somebody. What time is it? 9:30. Like at 10 o'clock, I turn it over to somebody that's going to go for 3 hours talking something else. Maybe conspiracy theories. Maybe whatever. And then they turn it over to somebody that's going to take it from 2 to 4 in the morning, 2 to 5 in the morning. And then we have a morning show come on that covers news events for the day, traffic, weather, to take you through. I wish we could do that. I really wish we could do this 24/7. Because I think Billy would be an excellent guy. Mo's on Duck Special, there you go. To do it at night. Like an all night, noon to 6 or something. I think it'd be fun stuff. I would love to do that. I would do mornings and I would do this time of night. Let somebody have the middle of the day. Somebody else. But we would all have to work at gathering news and gathering info and getting stuff for the city and bringing guests in to talk and just make a whole day of it. I don't know. I'd have to get supplemental income because I have to quit my day job, and I can't do that right now. So maybe when I retire, you just shot me some stars. It's going to take a ton of stars, though, Kenny. It's going to take about 2,850,000 stars a week. 50 stars, Kenneth Duncan. Woohoo! All right, guys. 1 minute, and we're out of here for the night. Mac Harris, Southwest decided today they will not fire workers who didn't get the vaccine. They will just have to wear a mask. Hats off. I can't discuss that, Mac. I will get the site shut down. But I'm just going to say this to those to the ones that have to wear the mask down there now. I love it. I wish more of us would do that across the country, and I think things would change rapidly. But we can't discuss that. So we'll get in trouble. 100% Michelle. Hello, Tony Hatton. Guys, I wish I could sit on here and rant and rave like I used to. But Beth's lost her Facebook account completely twice now. I'm on my third account, and I'm not talking jail. I'm talking gone, like gone. And on my original account, I had pictures of my kids playing Farmville and photos when they were little and things like that. Those are gone, like forever gone. Then I lost another one, and then I told myself, you know what? We can do this, but I got to be careful because I run a business through this page that does a lot of good for a lot of people in this community. So if I have to shut up on some of my political points and views, right, wrong, or indifferent, I will do that. Because if I can help, exactly, Billy, If I can continue to do what I'm doing and keep it tempered and help people out, then it's a win. So, that being said, I picked a green pepper today. Hey, are your pumpkins growing, or are you going to BS us about that? I know, Michelle, it sucks. You haven't posted a picture of your pumpkins in a while. I was at Kroger tonight, and I kind of got the feel of what they had there. Exactly, Ken. I don't want that to happen. But the thing, I got to be careful. The thing about mine, Michelle, I was never warned, never put on a bad list or anything like that. I woke up one day and it was gone. And when I confronted them and said A, B, and C, they said that account will never come back. I was not given a reason why it was removed or anything. Mac, I'm staying away from that, but that's funny. I have one or two that might make it. I think I have a possum eat. Oh, I hear the excuses now. I got a possum eating them. Sounds like you're not a very good gardener. Kroger's got some pretty pumpkins. 1984, correct, Kenny? Correct, Amundo. That was a little Arthur Fonzarelli there, wasn't it? Correct, Amundo. Didn't he used to say that? Remember how boring it was as a kid? What we have? 4, 6, 8, and 13. And Channel 4 only ran till about 10 o'clock at night. And they had the most drab setup studio in the history of the planet. And if you drive up Bluff Road all the way, it used to sit there to the left. It's gone now. But we used to have to watch some horrible TV. I mean, these kids nowadays have no clue what it was like suffering through the most boring BS shows ever put together in mankind, and we used to have to watch them. But I mean, Gilligan's Island wasn't on every night. That was the thing. If it was one night of this Laverne and Shirley and Happy Days back to back, you were lucky. We were exactly. You had to adjust the rabbit ears. You were the remote control. You damn well better not break that. Remember that box they came out with, and it had like 90 channels on it. You still only got 4, 6, 8, and 13. But if you broke that knob, oh boy, you're gonna get busted. And then Dad had to put the pliers on there to turn the channel. Saturday morning cartoons were the greatest 2 or 3 hours ever as a kid. If you could get through Super Friends and Scooby-Doo, oh, it was just the best. That was it. That was it. If you missed school, I remember missing school as a kid. And if Dad was home, Sanford and Son was good. All in the Family was decent. It calls me, yes. That was a little later on, but HBO was the Fuzzy Channel, and that was the best thing ever invented. Looney Tune, Bugs Bunny, exactly, Mac. The Looney Tune, Bugs Bunny, Scooby, and the Super Friends. Channel 4 in the afternoons, yeah, thank God. It was brutal TV. Brutal TV. These kids nowadays have no clue. Johnny Quest, remember that? National Anthem at the end of the night, exactly. And you wake up and it would be the different Fuzzy Channel. Billy's talking about when they came out with the cable and HBO was on whatever channel and you could turn to it, and the Fuzzy Channel will be running up down and you could almost make out whatever you were looking for. The Gong Show. I remember that. That was good stuff. The Unknown Comic and all that. That was funny stuff. But I mean, we were starved for attention or starved for entertainment because there was nothing like we have now. I can punch up this TV right now and go from all channels to my favorites to sports, whatever, and hundreds of them instantly. Andy Griffith Show, good stuff. Little House on the Prairie, good stuff. I still think Paul should have kicked those two dudes' ass that broke Mrs. Ingalls' eggs. I think, what's his name? Who's a big dude? Billy was exactly. Who's the big dude? Doggone it. He's an ex-NFLer who ended up tossing him. Bill Donahue. Yeah. Crap like that we had to suffer through. Who was the big guy on that was Paul's buddy? Doggone it. He gave them what for MTV actually paid me. This is a little later on, but yes. I'll get to that in a minute, Mac. Billy, who's Mr. Who? Mr. Edwards. He was the one that ended up tossing him around. Yeah. Let's see. Let's date ourselves here. Friday Night Lights came out and played music video. And it came on at about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. And it seemed like I had a curfew, no matter how old I was. When I was getting home, they would just come on. Friday Night Lights. Or Friday Night Music Hour, or Video Hour, whatever it was. And it would play videos for like an hour. It was phenomenal. It was on regular TV. Price is Right was, yes. In the mornings, if you were sick and didn't go to school, The Price is Right was worth staying home for. Was the only show worth staying home for. Back in the day. And it was an hour long, and that was it. Then you had a Bob Braun and the 12 News, and then Dad would watch, if he was home, he'd watch the Cisco Kid and Gunsmoke, and you could only watch so many of that. Have Gun Will Travel. Yeah, he did. Just some horrible Dynasty. Oh, boy. Dukes of Hazzard, yeah. Dallas, no. Dynasty, no. Friday Nights, yeah. No, I didn't do the Dallas and the Dynasties and the Falcon Crest and the other evening soaps. I remember, was it Channel 10 out of Terre Haute? You could get, first of all, the greatest thing ever was we got to watch the Chicago Bears every weekend in football. Every weekend. It didn't matter if it was a seller or not in Soldier Field because they always sold out. No matter how shitty they were. But we watched the Bears at Bonanza. Victor French on what, though? What show, Mac? I wasn't a Bonanza fan. I wasn't a Big Valley fan. I hated the Waltons as a kid. I would have rather listened to 3 hours of Fingernails Down a Chalkboard than watch 1 minute of the Waltons. No, but that wasn't his name, though, was it, Mr. Harris? Was that his name? The Bears were on every weekend, bar none. Then we got the Colts, which I'm all right. Still a Bears fan, but got to see probably one of the greatest quarterbacks to Houston game play. That's his real name, Victor French. I did not know that, Mac. Thank you. I knew it had been an NFL. Merlin Olsen was an NFL player. Yes. How many of us ever just wanted to see Nellie Olsen take an ass whooping? For lack of better words. You want to talk about the first individual that you'd run into as a kid that you could not stand on TV was Nellie Olsen. Nellie Olsen was the first freaking evil person on TV for me. She was the epitome of a bad person. And she was. And I don't know why. Look what Max said. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to skip over it. Oh, man. Getting run over by the buggy. Are the Jeffersons still moving on up? Nellie Olson was not a smoke show. Not a chance. No, she wasn't. She may have been smoking out in the back, but she was not a smoke show. Now, Gilligan's Island, you had Ginger and Marianne. I like the Midwest girl, but I mean, come on, let's not be foolish. I'm a redhead fan. Then you had Daphne, the redhead on Scooby-Doo, always getting tied up. I'm just going to leave that alone. Let's stay away from that. Family show. Oh, cow pies. I could not stand Nellie Olson. Could not stand her. Everybody loved Michael Landon, and everybody liked Half Pint. But I think the show, I think the show took a turn for the worse when her sister became blind, and the focal point went to her a lot instead of Half Pint or Paul. I'm not making fun of blind people or anything like that. I just think the show, I don't know, it kind of died off after that. Her sister wasn't, the girl that played her older sister, and I can't think of her name, wasn't as charismatic or wasn't as beloved as much as Laura was. Highway to Heaven didn't want. He was on that. I agree, Michelle. He was on that. I forgot. I saw this commercial again the other day. And y'all are gonna remember this. Police Academy reboot. Y'all are gonna love this. But when Marcia gets smoked in the face with the football, may have been the greatest 10 seconds of video ever. Marcia. Whack! Mary got engaged when she was 10. I hated the Lawrence Welk show. That was part of the reason why I hated TV as a kid. Hated it. I'd rather go to PBS and watch Austin City Limits. When Marcia got hit in the face with a football and her nose looked like it got hit by a sledgehammer, that was probably the best 10 seconds of video in the history of horrible TV. And we all remember that. Marcia. She stepped around that corner. Hey, guys. Whack. The Muppet Show on Saturdays was good. That was probably the best half an hour or whatever it was. Lily and Squiggy. Laverne and Shirley. And Scott Baio got his own show. Wasn't it Joni Loves Chachi or something like that? Ugh. Sanford and Son was great. Morgan Minnie was great. Three's Company, unless you're going for eye candy, I hated it. Then they spun the Ropers off of that, which was horrible. Fraggle Rock. That's a little later, though. I wasn't a big Three's Company fan. I don't know why. I could watch Fred G all day long. Lamont, you big dummy. Loved Fred G. Ever dreamed of Jeannie? Oh, boy. Yeah? Bewitched, Dream of Jeannie, The Rifleman. Dad did watch all that. Have Gun Will Travel. What show was that? Land of the Lost was good. Clint Eastwood started out as on Paladin, and he was just a second. No, I do get Fred. Um, what show was that? The Rockford Files. The Rockford Files were good. You and Mac had the Nelly Olson poster. Rawhide. Thank you. That was a good show, but he wasn't the star. Who was the star of that show? That was Jack Palance, maybe? Here's a story. I didn't like Night Court. I did like Knight Rider, but I didn't realize David Hasselhoff would be the mirror on the ceiling, self-loving type of person he is to this day, but whatever. Here's a story of a man named Brady. Gilligan's Island was probably as good as it gets. You had to figure out Grizzly Adams, Corey. That was a good one. That is a hell of a callback, CB. Ben, wasn't the Bears name? The A-Team? Hill Street Blues was a phenomenal show I did like. Grizzly, those are a little newer, though. Grizzly Adams was older. Hogan's Heroes was good. Man, it's been a while since I even thought about that. Wasn't the Bears name Ben? Didn't he end up eating that guy? He had a beard that put all of our beards to shame. He was the original bearded guy before beards were cool. What was his name? Chips. I had a buddy that I was in the Army with that became a chip at California Highway Patrol, and he retired. Andy Van Veen. He's on here every now and then. He was actually a chip. I always used to make fun of him. I said, "You still wear those shorts like Estrada did?" Loved it. Emergency Squad 51, Emergency 51. What was that? Then Adam 12. Rampart. We've got blah, 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 blah. You always had that guy that played the doctor. He was at the hospital. Always on shift when something went down. Adam 12 and Emergency 51 or Squad 51 or Emergency. Kojak, Telly Savalas. MASH was probably the greatest show ever, in my opinion. John Candy was so good. Who Loves You, Baby? Dirty Dozen, he was completely insane. What was the show? Squad 51 or Emergency 51 and Adam 12? What were the two shows that were back to back? Normally every night or once a week. Blue Thunder, The Lone Ranger's good. Kung Fu, I hated. I was not a big David Carradine fan. Not Car 54. No, not Car 54. Adam 12. The Car 54 is not it. Was it Emergency 51? Was that it? Or was it just called Emergency? Billy, that's a little different. That's an 8mm film. Adam 12 in either Emergency or Emergency 50. I think they just went to Emergency later on. Was Emergency and Adam 12. Both of them filmed in California. Both of them out there. Both of them about California. If you remember, this is I was young, but I remember I think they would do the episodes where Adam 12 was involved with Emergency. Who's outside screaming? But anyway, Life in the Hood. Larry Zonka played a drunk guy in a swimming pool, and he was chugging beers, and they come to get him. The cops from Adam 12, and he was taking the beer tabs and put them in the can, and he drank one and choked on it, and he ended up. That was when Emergency and It 51 or Adam 12 were together. Larry Zonka, for you football fans. The Virginian, that's an old one. Hated the Big Valley. Hated Bonanza. No, we've not. We've forgot about Marshall Dillon. I've not seen that yet. And then we got to ask the question. We got to ask the question about old Sheriff Dillon. Do you think Sheriff Dillon and this kitty should have been married or something? I think you're right, Cheryl. I think that's you're right exactly on that. I think it was Squad 51, or I think Squad 51 may have been different from emergency. Or maybe it was originally Squad 51 that just went to emergency. Squad 51 was the fireman, was the fire one. Love Boat. Fantasy Island. Well, wait a minute. Squad 51 was the fire truck one. Adam 12 were the police one. Emergency was the hospital one. I think we're getting mixed up there. $6 million man. How could we forget? We can rebuild him. Now you could even make a tow for $6 million. $10 million. Dukes of Hazzard. Was Daisy your first crush? Stroker Ace. That's so funny. Wasn't a Honeymooners fan. But I Love Lucy. Watched a lot of I Love Lucy. Right, $6 million box. I Love Lucy, Hogan's Heroes. That one channel had them all. It may have been Channel 4. But a lot of the black and whites was I Love Lucy, The Honeymooners, blah, blah, blah. Emergency 51 was a fireman, or Squad 51, whatever it was. And then I think the hospital, they all ended up going to the same hospital, whether Emergency 51 or Adam 12. I have to research that. That was two of my shows that I do remember as a kid. I still can't believe we're on this an hour and 20 minutes into it. Sammy Terry, Elvira. Whew. Elvira. She's still out there. And her attributes. As I was saying when we started on this topic 25 minutes ago, kids nowadays have no clue how horrible TV was back in the day. And we have no clue. Well, I can't say that. Because when TV first came out back in the 40s or 50s and 60s and whatever they watch, All in the Family could not, right, Corey? Whatever they watch, it was amazing to them because they never seen anything else. Hi-ho Silver. The Lone Ranger and his trusty sidekick, Tano. Kimasabi. But because we suffered through that and now where we're at today, ER. I didn't watch ER. Alfred Hitchcock Theater. Remember the Night Stalker when it would come on like once a month or once a week and they had a scary show late night on a Thursday or Saturday maybe? Twilight Zone. Night Stalker. Was it Gavin McLeod? Was like the host of it, or he was in all the episodes? Bojack. Night Stalker. It was like a mini version of the Twilight Zone. It was always some story. We made it through all that. Mr. Rogers? Hey, I was a Captain Kangaroo kid myself. Columbo. My favorites, as someone said it earlier, the Rockford Files with James Garner, Call Me Back. Loved it. That's probably, and then wasn't there a cowboy show that Mel Gibson and him made later on? But what was that show? Wild Wild West. What was that show? Newlywed Game. Yeah. What was his name on that show? Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live was the best. Yep. Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. What was the cowboy show that James Garner played in? Then he remade with Sam Hughes, Slam Chops. What was a show? What was a show that Jim Gardner played in, and then he reopened back up with Mel Gibson later on when he played his pappy and all that. Oh, what was the name of that damn show? It was so Maverick. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes. That was a good one. I'm a Jim Gardner fan. Rockford Files were good. Starsky and Hutch was good just because we wanted the car with the big stripe down the side of it. Policeman with Angie Dickinson. Wow. Forgot about that. The original before the Cagney and Lacey BS. Angie Dickinson was she was a little risky at times in that too. There was just enough spice just to keep a young boy interested. I didn't like Mama's Family. I was never a big fan. The Carol Burnett show was good, but I never was a big fan of ever seen Zebra One. Zebra One, never heard of that one. Yes, he played The Notebook, and that was star of the show at the end of the show. That was very sad. A huge Jim Gardner fan. I think he was the coolest cat on TV for the Rockford Files. Great Escape. I don't remember that, Leslie. I apologize. I do not remember that one. Shazam, I hate it. And cartoons, that was very simple. Looney Tunes, 100%. 100% Bugs Bunny and all that. Bionic Woman. Good, decent spinoff of the Bionic Man. Super Friends. And Scooby-Doo. And some of the weird ones, Tom and Jerry and things like that. Taxi, I didn't like. Barney Miller, Dad liked. I did not like. There were some fun. WKRP in Cincinnati was funny. I was a little young. Foghorn Leghorn, Red Skeleton. Barney Miller was good. Some funny moments of that. Voltron, G.I. Joe. WKRP in Cincinnati was hilarious. And they have one of the funniest episodes ever is one on the turkey one. He-Man, I hated Woody the Woodpecker. Thundar the Barbarian. You guys want to talk cartoons? Charlie's Angels. There you go. Good night, Michelle. Smurfs. Papa Smurf. Chico and the Man. Is that? Yeah. Who was in that? Was that a spinoff of Fred? Hated the Flintstones. I can see that. Jetsons weren't my favorite. It was funny. Some of it was good, but it just wasn't my favorite. I'd rather watch the Flintstones than the Jetsons. Betty was Fred's wife. What was Veronica? What was Fred's wife? I mean, what was Barney's wife? Hated Woody Woodpecker. I love Thundar. Ariel and Ookla, and then the two, yeah. Wilma for Fred. Who was for Barney? Because if you had to pick two, Barney's wife, I think, was better than Wilma. Betty for Barney. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Mac. Gilligan's Island. Yes, Gilligan's Island was by far. You had to go Gilligan's Island. Well, my big three, I can't put them in order. Fred G, Gilligan's Island, and the Rockford Files. But MASH beats them all. There was nothing better than MASH, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, Cheers, a little bit further up, Cheers was as good as it gets at times too. Cheers is, to me, Cheers is comparable to The Office. But MASH was as good as it gets as far as TV at that era. Then you got Rockford Files and Scooby, and Gilligan and what else did we say there a minute ago? Oh, Fred G. BB. Am I missing one? Bugs Bunny? That's cartoons, though. Cartoon-wise, in the morning, yeah. Looney Tunes, it was covered. Another show. Fred Sanford, Rockford Files, and Gilligan's Island. Wasn't there another show, a Survivor show? Andy Griffin was good, yes. Bosom Buddies, I hated. Who's on Bosom Buddies? Oh, was that Tom Hanks? Screw it. Carol Burnett was good. Yeah, I can't stand it. I'll stay away from that. Happy Days. Wasn't there another Survivor show after Gilligan's Island, though? Wasn't there a spinoff? What was that? It wasn't on long. Doggone it. Hee-haw. Only when they showed the girls in bikinis. It is what it is. That was Mork and Mindy, Kenny. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? Little hee-haw. What was the name of the other spinoff show that was similar to Gilligan's Island, where they were stranded? Come on. Somebody's got this. Or am I dreaming it? Is it this the Mandela effect? I know there was something. That's going to eat at me now for hours. I have to look that up. Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds. Alf. Rescue from Gilligan's Island was a movie, yes. Alf, I was already in the army. I didn't get to... Hey, Land of the Lost. Lambda. Tri-Lambs. Land of the Lost was the Slee Stacks. That was good stuff. Of course, they lived in the rock cliff that they couldn't get to them from there. They didn't have a washing machine or anything either, but they all wore the same clothes every day. I'm just throwing that out there. Family Ties and Facts Alive, Different Strokes. Fantasy Island was good. Ricardo Montalban and Tattoo the Plane. I hear they're remaking that. I hear they're remaking Fantasy Island. Let's hope it's an adult version. Cheech and Chong. New Adventures of Gilligan. Perhaps, Jeff. I'm thinking it was some. Here's some trivia for you, Kevin. Shoot at me, Mac. I probably won't get it. The plane, boss. Ricardo Montalban. Miami Vice. Some. There you go. Y50 was good. Book 'em, Dano. Don Johnson. No Socks. Jack Lord, Hawaii 5-0. I wasn't a Baywatch fan. At that point in time, I was done with David Hasselhoff and all that. Or anybody else on there. The songs. What songs? Just sit right back and you hear a tale. That's an easy one. MASH is an easy one. Cheers was an easy one. Fred Sanford's an easy one. Magnum P.I. was good. Thank you. Hollywood Squares was decent. But you remember Match Game PM with Richard Dawson, Hogan's Heroes. I Am Too, Don. Heather Dawn, I Am Too. Simon and Simon. That's one that hadn't been said tonight. Good call, Jeff. Very seldom watch that, but yeah. Yeah, the song from Gilligan's Island is pretty much what made the movie. Gilligan's Island's theme song and Star Wars music was the same guy. Really? That I did not know. This show is making me feel old. I was old. Hill Street Blues was a good show. I like the music intro. I like a lot of the characters on it. That was a good show. I did not know John Williams did that, Mac. Of course, Gilligan's Island is what propelled him to do the Star Wars music. Cagney and Lacey, Heart to Heart. Moonlighting with Bruce Willis and I was a big Moonlighting fan because I was always a Bruce Willis fan. Mama's Family did not like. Did not like Cagney and Lacey. Heart to Heart wasn't bad. Was that Demi Moore? I don't think was in Moonlighting. No, originally it was a blonde. Not right. All right, y'all. Hour and 38 minutes of reliving our past. These damn kids have no idea how hard it was back then. And anybody listening saying, well, it doesn't sound like it was too bad. This is over a course of many years. Sybil Shepherd? Yes. Sybil Shepherd. Yes. I was a Sybil Shepherd fan. Couldn't remember her name. And Bruce Willis. Taxi was said. I wasn't a Taxi fan. I just didn't like it. I was a Barney Miller fan. I liked the cast of characters they had in there. Y'all have a good night. Turn on the rerun channel. Got yeah. Acrylic Shepherd got you both, Jeff and Mac. Go on the rerun channel and watch some of our old shows. Those kept us afloat back in the day because, man, it was horrible TV. If I had to go to bed one more time and hear John Boy Walton say goodnight to his entire family, I was gonna Lassie. I don't know. This guy opens up a new can. Benny Hill, exactly. Jeff was going there. Benny Hill, Rin Tin Tin, F Troop. What was that other one? Rin Tin Tin was awesome. F Troop was awesome. Benny Hill was awesome. Flipper. Partridge Family I could not stand. What was the other one with Brian Keith? A Family Affair, could not stand that. That was some of the worst TV ever made in the history of mankind. I could not stand the Partridge Family. Benny Hill. Benny Hill was the best because he was a dirty old man and somehow he got away with it on TV and they showed it. He was the older version of Pee Wee Herman. The Monkees. Remember that though? The Banana Splits, the Monkees, Leave It to Beaver. Yeah, that's a Growing Pains. The Banana Splits and then the Monkees. That stuff was really bad TV, but we suffered through it. Monty Python. The end all be all to comedy. But you have no arms and no legs. I can still bite. Silver Spoons. Large March. There were some good ones. Don't get me wrong. But majority of the TV when we were kids was flat horrible. Monty Python. Monty Python was a precursor to Benny Hill. Benny Hill came after Monty Python. All right, guys. Love you. You guys be safe. Lots of stuff coming up. Chin up. We're going to get through it. Things are going to switch on us. We will talk to you guys later.